This is a WCVB Channel 5 editorial. Speaking on behalf of the editorial board, WCVB President and General Manager Andrew Vries.
President Trump's State of the Union address this week made history as the longest one on record. It was in equal parts an award show and reality television. Two things we know the president is keenly fond of. Some will praise the president for the feel-good moments of his speech, honoring, among others, a Korean War veteran and the gold medal U.S. men's Olympic hockey team, while others will certainly point to the divisive tone and bitter attacks on his enemies. The truth is that politicians of both parties don't simply take advantage of the division in our country, they cultivate them as a form of political capital that they can exploit to their own advantage. So instead of doing a post-mortem on the State of the Union, parsing out fact from fiction, we've decided to focus on something politicians don't always want us to see: the humanity we all share. Neighbors helping neighbors and strangers helping strangers. We saw it this week during the historic blizzard of 2026. In Fall River, residents cut a path down their unplowed street so EMTs could carry a woman to an ambulance that had been blocked by the snow. One resident of the South End set aside the tribal tradition of parking space savers, digging out a line of parked cars buried in snow that didn't even belong to him. Even our own WCVB crews got in on the action, digging out cars that were stuck at the height of the blizzard. Our crews benefited from your generosity as well, including one viewer who took the T to Copley Square to give reporter Matt Reed a pair of goggles. We also witnessed the gift of humanity in Taunton, where neighbors rushed to the scene of a devastating house explosion that severely injured a mother and her 2-year-old daughter, helping other residents get to safety. It's these images we'd like to highlight this week. These stories of individuals seeing a problem and jumping in to fix it. People motivated by the desire to help others, sometimes at their own risk. The state of our union is tense and somewhat troubled. Leaders who want to ease those tensions and improve people's lives should start by speaking and acting accordingly, and by following the lead of those who see a friend, a neighbor, or a perfect stranger in need and immediately ask, "How can I help?"
Send comments to editorials@WCVB.com.